Review. There's not a genre out there in the gaming world that feels as generic, run-of-the-mill, and stagnant as the first-person shooter. Mostly to blame is the insane success of the Call of Duty series for years now, and pretty much every company wants to copy them. Other developers mash too many different styles of gameplay into their shooters, and they just don't play all that well. Most famously, the Far Cry series. The rest are multiplayer only. Then Doom came out on May 13th. I knew the elite critics wouldn't be favorable, but that didn't stop me from spending an entire weekend so far with this beast and enjoying it more than 95% of the FPS games released in the last 10 years. There was Half-Life 2, then there was Bioshock, and then there was a vast void of semi-military crap recycled to infinity. But then there was Doom. Alright, so by my opening statement you already know I like the game. Here I will tell you exactly why. To me this game feels incredibly fresh, much so like the Wolfenstein games of recent years. Because they are not all spectacle and set pieces. In modern FPS games it mostly doesn't even matter what you do as long as you reach the checkpoint. They are fat and bloated and mostly just giving you a feel of being there. Doom is different. From the very first room you know what you've gotten yourself into. It hands you the suit, then the shotgun, you enter the room and you are swarmed by fireball throwing imps. Everything is super fast, super crisp, everything handles well, and the fights get super intense every single time you step in a room. Doom is a hard game and that's awesome. If you stay stagnant or try hiding, the demons will vaporize you. However, if you move cleverly, take them out as fast as possible and as brutally as possible, you find that you can stand against hordes of these beasts. The theme of the game doesn't change. It's a fast-paced gore fest of running, gunning, blowing up and chainsawing down enemies after enemies in perfectly executed manner. But then again, that is all there is. What does change fast is the number of enemies and the compositions. Doom has a rather steep difficulty curve that you need to adapt to in order to survive. Moreover, what I especially liked about this game is all the different weapons. They all serve a specific function that you learn while playing the game. Mostly good old reliable shotgun and super shotgun will get you far enough. It's your go-to weapon in any case, but you need to sprinkle in other weapons as well to control the space once shit hits the fan and demons start swarming you in all shapes and sizes. It's this constant sensation of having to adapt and thinking quick on your feet that is so exhilarating about the gameplay. Doom is all about gameplay and gunplay and it nails it, even though that is pretty much all it offers. If you don't go for gloriously mowing down waves of demons, then play Call of Duty and wait for the new set piece to move you along. Seriously. Shortly, the graphics are awesome. Look! The beasts look great and detailed, the design is kind of goofy but at the same time frightening, the gore is appallingly awesome, the lightning looks spectacular sometimes, and the effects are awesome, especially the cinders in hell. There might have been a bit more variation with the level design, but then again the game is set on Mars, in a research facility. It looks heavily influenced by Alien when you're indoors, and it looks like fucking Mars when you're outdoors. Mars is red, there is no changing that. Thankfully, absent. They just give you a couple of background info regarding Doomguy, which is pretty solid. Nothing to see, this is a gameplay game, not pseudo storytelling crap. Last words. You have to know what you're getting yourself into. This is an old school game with new technology. It plays modernly gameplay wise, but the structure is very simple, very basic. There are no mission objectives, there is no story to tell, and there are no set pieces anywhere to be seen. If you like these things about modern games, this isn't your game. If you just want to play a straightforward shooter that knows exactly what it is, that makes you blast the opposition to pieces instead of just barely being there, then this is your game. If you just hate games in which 90% of the game is scripted, starting and ending exactly how the developers wanted it to look, this is your game. If you are sick of being hand-holded through 3-hour campaigns of recycled military crap, this is your game. Doom is fast, Doom is uncompromising in its design, Doom is brutal, Doom is a masterful game if you can appreciate it.